Hello! Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I just wanted to put this clip right up here at the beginning to mention that this is actually the first video that I ever edited. I kind of started in the middle of a lot of the footage that we had recorded, and it shows. Even after I went in and deleted some of my awkward pauses and changed things up a little bit, it's still pretty evident. It is an honest, heartfelt attempt to find my voice in vlogging. I don't regret any of it, except some of my camera angles and my timing. But other than that, it was great. I also wanted to take a quick moment to let you guys know I hear you, and as you hopefully you can tell right now, we have an actual microphone. It's going to be a lot better for everybody. Of course, the very first time I actually went out and filmed with it, it was windy and raining. So, yeah, just bear with me. I hope you enjoy it for what it is, and at the very least, forgive me for my learning curve. We're gonna get this feed. Anyway. Time to unload it. I'm not doing any work. Alright, so open up these barrels. We're going to put all that feed in there. Socket. Impact adapter. Driver. Impact driver. This is the driver I use for everything, but I keep those two attachments out here in the little barn. That way, when I need to unload in all these barrels, I can do that because it makes life easier. So we're gonna do this. It's gonna be loud, annoying, and wonderful. Let me tell you, if you haven't had to do that by hand, you don't appreciate how great that is. I can't get the ring off with one hand. I hate it when people try to do stuff like this with one hand on videos, but I did it. Now, these barrels we keep liners in them because, well, the guy I bought the barrels from is like, oh yeah, they're food safe. I don't buy it. So we use liners, try to keep everything separated. It's just a good practice. And maybe someday I'll get real food safe barrels, but look, you got to start somewhere, okay? There we go. Gonna be hauling some stuff. I know you guys are just dying to see me lift up all these feed sacks. It's riveting stuff, let me tell you. Had some room in the feed cans that are by the pens, so I was just putting it in the pens over there, and if a bag didn't split on me, I've never had that happen. It split on me, all the chickens are eating it now, and that ram that's always underfoot. But it would have been good material, but you know, whatever. Alright, you wanted to see me carry more sacks. Somebody might, I don't know, probably nobody. What are you doing, Paul? Carrying sacks right into the sun. That's a good plan. I'm pretty much a genius photographer. Oh, hey, can I? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Alright. Gonna pull that string off. You gotta save those strings. They're real important. Use those for other stuff. You know, I recorded the chores today. And then I recorded that chicken stuff. And then I was like, alright, I better go get that feed. That's a lot for one day, man. That's probably too much to go into one video. And it may be too much to go in one video, but my idea with this thing was to show you guys, all 5 of you at this point, what we do around here. 5 being 1 is me. But this is the reality. Like, I'm not going to my office job today. And, yeah, I gotta do some work. I heard somebody talking to me the other day. They said they watched 2 movies last weekend. 2 movies? Who has that kind of time? What are you doing with your life? I'm sorry, that's probably rude. I don't mean to be rude, but man. We're gonna have to run that 4-wheeler back and get some more bags. This is one problem. I have everything, these barrels and stuff stored up kind of behind the barn and behind our little shed out here because nobody wants to look at a row of barrels. There's just nothing good about that. The trade-off is gotta, bring the feed a long way. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. All right. Maybe if I get a wild hair, I'll go ahead and record some more. My phone's just about full up on battery. All right. I got another load of stuff. Some of it fell off. What's funny is I really wanted to talk about something, and I forgot what it was. Oh, shoot. I want to do these videos because, hey, a lot of people need to understand where their food comes from. It's important. It is important that if you eat meat, you need to understand that something had to die for you to get fed, for you to keep living. Now, we could talk all day on that and the merits of eating meat and health issues and whatnot. Look, that's not really what I'm here to talk about. Maybe some other day. But I want to educate people a little bit on what it's like to raise animals. Obviously, I'm not a big industrial thing, and I'm not a hippy-dippy Instagram farm where everything's perfect, in case you haven't noticed yet. One sec. Not there's really anything wrong with being hippy-dippy, that's fine. I'd be more hippy-dippy, it's just money and such. Also, I want to share this experience with other people who are thinking about this type of thing. The ins and outs. I got some families, bought some land not far from us, and they're thinking about moving out here. And I don't think they're really looking at like the homesteading farming type thing. It's kind of funny, there's this conception that like, well, if we move out there, we'll have to buy a tractor. Most people out here don't own tractors. Until we moved here, there was one guy on the street that had a tractor. Ours functions so rarely that it's almost like we don't have a tractor. But I digress. Educating people about what's involved and what's kind of realistic. Because again, Instagram farms where everything's perfect and idyllic, that's not the real world, man. Those people, they fake it. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's a lie. And I am slightly less likely to lie to you. And also, it'd be nice if I'm doing this work anyway and doesn't really pay per se. I mean, we grow our own meat. I know where it comes from. That's great. We do sell stuff and we do okay. The farm on a good year covers itself, but that doesn't give us any money to, like live off of other than the groceries we get. So it'd be nice if we made a little income, This is probably the opportune time where YouTubers say something like, subscribe, but do the stuff with the buttons. Please, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna make a noise here. Hold on. That was awful. There's still some food in there. Tiny little bit. All right, one sec. Hold up. Gotta grab bag. Hey, there's one right here. Let me move you closer. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Probably can't hear a thing and talk to myself like an idiot. Anyway, right now my wife's doing the editing. We've got some good friends who might do some editing for us, and we'll see how that goes. If so, I don't know, do an editing thing right there. But she's gonna be like, why did you just sit and talk? But I don't know, seems right, feels right, feels good actually. Anyway, my brother is making a channel. This is it. This is what I wanted to make sure I mentioned. I was talking about the food, round and round here, talking about the food. Look, you always hear people say, oh my god, fresh from the farm is so much better, blah blah blah. They're right, it is. It's way better. But my brother, man, he gets into the connoisseurship of it. I mean, doing it right. Really, really right. Not to say that nobody else does it right, but I guess in modern days we would say he geeks out about it. And he is starting a YouTube channel also called Let's Do a Thing. If I can get the wherewithal to get that done, we'll put a link in there. It's not really I don't know how to do that stuff. Definitely check him out because he's awesome. The man can cook, and I get to eat it. Oh, probably also important with that. Ah, Jesus Christ. 2 in one day.